Can you believe my son thinks the Wi Fi works better when the house is quiet? I never thought a simple lie told in desperation would completely rewire how my 6-year-old behaves at home. But here we are. It started during lockdown. Everyone was home. My husband was on work calls. I was juggling remote meetings, and our son Jack had recently discovered YouTube Kids. His obsession? Watching other kids open toys. I don't know what kind of black magic those videos are made of, but they hypnotize him like nothing else. The problem? Our Wi Fi was acting up. We live in an old house with thick walls, and the router might as well have been powered by hamster wheels. Every 5 minutes, Jack would come storming in. Mom, it's buffering again. Mom, why is it loading? Mom, I can't watch the slime video. I was losing my mind. So one day, mid-meeting, when he barged in for the third time in 10 minutes, I snapped. Jack, I said, lowering my voice like I was about to reveal a state secret. The Wi-Fi works better when it's quiet in the house. He blinked. Really? I nodded. Totally. The signal is very sensitive. If there's too much noise, it gets confused and slows down. He stared at the router like it had feelings. Oh, poor Wi-Fi. And then silence. Actual, blessed silence. I thought it was a fluke, but for the rest of the day, he tiptoed around the house like we were living in a Wi-Fi monastery. He even shushed the cat. It was glorious. But then it got weird. The next morning, I caught him whispering to his tablet, "Don't worry, little guy. We're being really quiet so you can go fast today." At first, I thought it was adorable, but then he made signs. Literal signs. Quiet zone, Wi-Fi at work. He taped one to the living room door, another on the fridge. One appeared above the cat's litter box. My husband walked in, saw the signs, and looked at me like I had created a cult. "What did you do?" he asked. "I saved our sanity," I whispered, but it didn't stop there. At school, during a tech class, Jack raised his hand and said, completely serious, "Our Wi-Fi doesn't like loud noises. That's why we don't vacuum during YouTube." His teacher sent me an email titled, "Interesting Wi-Fi Theory." I told her the truth. She replied with LOL and said she might try it on her own kids. Jack became a full-blown Wi-Fi whisperer. He started monitoring the house volume. If anyone sneezed too loudly, he'd glare like we were threatening national security. One time, his cousin came over and shouted across the room. Jack grabbed the remote and paused the TV. "If you keep yelling," he said calmly, "the Wi-Fi will go into hiding. It hates chaos." I didn't correct him. We had 6 months of peaceful internet sessions. 6 whole months of quiet, self-imposed whispering, all because of one ridiculous lie. Even our dog barked less, probably picking up on the strange energy in the house. But like all good things, it didn't last. Jack's school had a guest speaker, someone from a local tech company who explained how Wi-Fi works. Jack came home, arms crossed, furious. "You lied to me." I froze. "About what?" He narrowed his eyes. "Wi-Fi doesn't care if we're loud. I asked an engineer." I was caught, red-handed, outsmarted by a first grader. "You told me the noise messed it up. You said it got confused." I panicked for a second. Then I smiled. "Okay, yes, I lied. But didn't it work? Didn't you help the Wi-Fi stay strong?" He stared at me. "That makes no sense." "Exactly. Welcome to adulthood." Now he's on a mission to teach us how Wi-Fi actually works. He made a PowerPoint for dinner last week called Debunking Mom's Signal Myths. It had animations. Still, I'd do it again. A few months of peace and quiet was worth the eventual interrogation. And the best part? Sometimes when a video starts buffering, I swear he still lowers his voice, just in case.